Hey everybody, it's Mr. 95 Cents. We're here for Mr. 95 Cent Sport Card Adventures. Oh, we're going to be doing all kind of stuff today, including opening this 2021 Panini Contender football box where I could find one autograph or rookie ticket swatch variation. Oh, plus I think they got Stardust cards in here, if I remember right. So we're going to be opening up that later. But first, we got all kind of stuff to do. We got warehouse finds, card shop stories, all kind of stuff going on today. How are you doing, everybody? Oh, it's chilly out here in Jersey. Oh, boy. It's chilly. And I think we have a heater here that we could turn up and down or off. It was warmer yesterday, so it got so hot in here, we turned the heater off. Now, I just turned it on, and I'm chilly in here, so watch out. All right, but it keeps me awake, which is good. All right, so that when you get old, that's the best thing when you're awake. Yeah, when you wake up in the morning. Okay. Also, we want to do a shout out. We're going to do a shout out to the kitchen table box break crew. We had the big kitchen table box break last night. It was a lot of fun. We got some pretty good hits, a lot of good cards. And then we went out to the living room and watched the football game. So it was a lot of fun last night. It was late, but it was a lot of fun. My shout out is the kitchen table box break crew. They're always here, and it's a lot of fun. All right. So also, we're going to do prizes. So if you commented on the last video and you're a subscriber, you got a chance for one of these prizes. So first out of the box, we are doing some vintage. The 1959 Words of Wisdom, Don Larson, Casey Stengel card. That's for first out of the box. Second out of the box, we got the 70th anniversary logo patch card, Ernie Banks. Third out of the box, we got a Roselle Herrera absolute autograph card. Is it numbered? No, but it's nicely autographed. Look at that. He actually put a couple initials. And fourth out of the box is getting the perennial all-star Derek Jeter card. That's nice and shiny. All right, let me get my box over here. We got a lot of names in there, and we're going to mix it up. All right, good luck to everybody. Here we go. We're going to go for the Casey Stengel, Don Larson. I'm going in. Good luck to everybody. Here we are. All right, the winner of the Casey Stengel, Don Larson. Oh, Rob R. Rob R. Pretty good. There he is. Rob R. Not bad. All right, we'll put that on the side for him. All right, second out of the box, the Ernie Banks. Got to make sure I get one. It's coming. Here we are. Oh, the buck stops here. Buck, you won the Ernie Banks. Not bad. All right, that's pretty good. All right, now we're going to go for the Roselle Herrera. Oh, Frank M.A. He's been lucky lately. He's doing all right. All right, Frank M.A. wins that one. And the Derek Jeter. All right. Jimmy LeCarry. Hey, Jimmy. All right, Jimmy won the Jeter. All right, there he is. And that's our 4 winners. Congrats to everybody. There you go. We'll get those out in the mail, or if I see you here, I'll save them for when I see you. There you go. All right, we're going right to warehouse finds. And, boy, I went through a lot of cards this weekend. You know, I didn't work as much this weekend because she's Thursday. Well, Thursday was Thanksgiving, so I really didn't work at all, except a little answering emails or whatever. Friday, the Honda place had a big deal, Black Friday deal, and I was due for tires, a battery, all that, because it's been like 4 years and change since I've owned a car. Not too many miles. I only got 29,000 miles. So I went and I was there for over 4 hours by the time they finished because it was busy. Saturday I went to a hockey game. Sunday I went to a hockey game. So I did a little work in between. I went through some cards because that was fun. And I got ready for other stuff. But I found a lot. There's loads. There's stacks over here, including, I'm going to show you some soccer in probably next video because I got to look at it first to see what I've got, because I really don't know that much about soccer. I know some big stars, but some of these guys might be stars I don't even know. I know like the top 3 or 4 for the last 30 years, but that's about it. Ooh, there goes my pile. All right, but we'll show you that maybe the next video. All right, so we got a whole bunch of stuff we pulled on the side. So first we got a bunch of these. These we've shown before, but I keep finding them. These are from the Fall Classics, Fifth Floor Classics, Hall of Fame plaques, and they're all numbered to the year the person got in the Hall of Fame. Like this is 1936, and that's Ty Cobb. And these are funny. You look them up online. Some might go for $2 or $3. Some go for $8 or $12. It's crazy. We got a Tom Seaver. There you go, Tom Seaver. We got a Pee Wee Reese. So what we'll do on eBay, we'll put these up. They only go for $2 or $3. We put a lot of them, maybe 4 of them, you know, and or else if they do go for 8 or 10, we might put them up singly. Walter Johnson. So little by little, we're putting a lot of these online, and they sell. Yeah. Oh, this is good. This is from the Ted Williams series, which he only made 2 years of baseball, but he had some really, not too many modern players were in those sets, but he had some great themes. He had the women of baseball, and that's Dottie. Dottie, who was, if you watch the movie, I believe she was the main person there, the pitcher. Yep, she was probably the best player in the league, I guess. Yep, Dorothy Cami Kamenchek. I think that was her. Yeah. Unless there was no, she played for the Rockford Peaches. So how many Dotties played for the Rockford Peaches? Because that was the movie thing, right? All right, what do we got? Oh, we got a weird card. We got, it looks like a Topps Heritage, probably it's a minor league mini C.J. Abrams. That's a minor league mini C.J. Abrams. They're like stamps almost. I just thought this card was weird. I've seen it before, but not that often they pop up. I got a Uncle Larry card. Andrew McCutcheon. I didn't realize his nickname was Uncle Larry. I don't know. All right. Oh, we got a couple nice Bowman Platinum rookies. We got a Devi Garcia. Still a pretty good pitching prospect for the Yankees. And we got Tristan McKenzie, Sticks. Yeah, we got a Sticks. Yeah, nice. Oh, I thought this was suitable coming up the holidays. We got like a Christmas card, rookie card of Jonathan India. I don't know what they're calling it. I mean, it's number 12. They're not calling it nothing. It's got a bunch of Christmas stuff on it. Looks like a greeting card. And on the back, it's got a little stocking. I found another one of these. The Sweet Spot Classic Johnny Bench patch card. I like these. We got a bunch of them floating around here and there. We find them. Oh, we got some older cards. What do we got? We got a 77, 76 home run leader, Craig Nettles, Mike Schmidt. From the 70s. I think most of these cards are from the 70s. We got a 77 Jerry Koosman from the Mets. Yeah, we're going to show you a few Mets because I found a lot of Mets from basically the early 60s on up. And I just pulled 70s for this video. We got a 74 Rusty Staub. Right there. Got a 71 Jerry Koosman. And these were hard to get in decent shape because of the black border. Oh, we got a 71 Ed Crane pool. 1972 Gil Hodges. There he is. Oh, we're getting off the Met theme. We got a 79 All-Star Pete Rose. I found a lot of older cards. We got a 79 Willie McCovey. I believe the only man in baseball that has a cove named after him. We get a 77 Dave Winfield. There he is on the Padres. Oh, this is nice. 1975 Topps Thurman Munson. There he is, Thurman. Got a 74 Topps Mel Stottlemyre. And on the back is a 75 Dave Parker. Yeah. Some older football coming. Let me put this over here because the piles are starting to go. Oh, that pile did go. Okay. All right, we get some older football. This is an old Philadelphia from the, I believe, the 60s. Detroit Lions card. Look at that. The whole team lined up. We got a 1970 Emerson Boozer from the old Jets. Emerson is a fine banquet speaker. That's what it says. All right. That's good. That's good to know. We got this is one of my favorites growing up. By this time, though, I was a Jet fan. I was a Raider and Ram fan when I was a kid, 10, 12 years old. But then Joe Namath came in, and I became a Jet fan. But this is one of my favorite quarterbacks of all time. Darryl LaMonica, the Mad Bomber from the old Raiders, 1970. Yeah. Oh, yeah. What's it say about Darryl? Darryl turned down a baseball bonus for Notre Dame. All right, there you go. So he could have played baseball, too. We also got a game card, an old game card, Darryl LaMonica from the old football. I believe this is 69 or 70. I forget the year. This was interesting. Our last football item. I think these were from the 60s, but we have a Green Bay Packers mini card album. So you look inside it. See, I didn't even look at the side of this yet. Okay. They had stickers. And inside, this book has a lot of stickers. Oh, here's the best sticker. I'll show you. Bart Starr is right in there. So you got the album. Once you got the stickers, you try to collect your team or any, whatever. And you stuck them in there. Yeah. Yeah, it's actually stuck right in there. It's interesting. Yeah. Yeah, Bart Starr was the biggest. He was Ray Nitschke. So I got some good stars here. Look at that. Ray Nitschke. Yeah. You got some hockey. Let's see. I'm not sure what that is. A cup contender. Who's this guy? Marion Hossa. Cup contender, insert Marion Hossa. Must have a Marion Hossa a lot here. We have a prominence, insert Marion Hossa. Okay, I believe, is this a rookie? No. It's just a Bowman Best, Milan Hayjuk. Oh, we got some beehives. I remember these. The Beehive Red, we got Beehive Red cards. We got an Olaf Kolzik, Jim Slater, the Beehives. They were nice cards. They gave you those jumbo cards too. Rob Blake. They had jumbo packs, I remember. Alex Tanguay and Patrice Bergeron. That's the Beehive. And what do we got here? This is, Peachy Platinum, one of my favorite sets. This is a little older, though. 16-17. We got a Matt Zuccarello puck personas. They're cool. Just like pucks. Let's see, my snack keeps falling over. We got a Game Breaker. Who's this? Peter Muller, Game Breaker. Oh, we got a wrestling card. The Goodwin Champions, Mark Henry. Look at that, Mark Henry. Goodwin Champions. Oh, look there is some soccer in here. All right, so stupid me not knowing nothing about soccer. I did put some soccer cards in here. Okay. Maybe you guys can help me out. If you know anybody that's good in this stack, you let me know. Because otherwise I'm going to have to look all these up. We got a Give and Go. A lot of these are mosaics, it looks like. A lot of mosaics. All right. We got a Give and Go Donnie Van Beek. I did watch part of the World Cup because when I was at the Honda place, I keep saying Dodge, I don't know why. When I was at the Honda place, they had the World Cup game on. I think Ecuador and somebody else was playing to a 1-1 tie. They finished. And then the USA was playing England, and that ended up, I think, no score. But I watched most of that game, so I learned a little bit about soccer. I got a will to win refractor type of thing. Janik Vestergaard. Will to win. So these are like inserts, I guess. We got a breakaway. Marcel Sabitzer, numbered to 70. Yeah, I have to look at all these. Oh, well, this guy I know. This is just a base Cristiano Ronaldo, but at least I know who he is. I don't watch much soccer. I tell you the truth, I don't know. I know there's a lot of soccer enthusiasts out there, but which is fine. I find it the most boring sport to watch on TV. All right, we got a breakaway. Ivan Perisic or something like that. Refractor. They're sharp-looking cards. I'll give them that much. Got a will to win. Kyle Walker. Got another give and go. Luka Modric. A Pitch Kings. All right, Pitch Kings. Marc-Andre Ter Stegen. Hopefully I'm saying these names right. We got a give and go prism card. Adam Sazali or something. We got a will to win. Renato Sanchez. We got a will to win. Colin McGregor. There's a little bit of soccer for you. Oh, we got some old basketball to finish up. All right, look at this. These are from more tall boys we found. 70, 71 tall boys. We got a George Wilson. These are the tall ones. These are in pretty good shape, too. They're hard to get in good shape. Got a Joe Ellis. We got a Mike Davis. And they have stories on the back. Mike gives basketball clinics during the summer. Oh, that's nice. We got a Bob Boozer. What's he do? The Sonics are Bob's 5th NBA club in like 8 years. That's not good, I don't think. We got a Stu Lance. I remember him. Stu Lance. He was pretty good. What does it say about him? Stu holds a degree in elementary education. That's nice. Oh, I remember this guy, Dick Van Arsdale. I think he ended up being a coach. See, Dick likes to read and listen to music. Very nice. Okay. And that's our warehouse finds for today. There you go. All right. We're going right into card shop stories. All right. So card shop stories today. We're going to talk about signs. Actual signs. That I had the history of signs for the sports page. That was the name of the store. So when I first had my first retail store was, I had an arcade. That was my old business. And it was in my friend's upscale indoor flea market. He took an old big department store, made an indoor flea market. So we had a big area there. So we didn't really need a sign. We were part of the flea market, that kind of thing. I think we were open 4 days a week. And I had a big frontage there. So back in the 80s, when you had something like that, this was like in the later 80s, you had all those games lined up near the window. We had big windows. You didn't need no advertisement. So I had no sign, Then I opened a retail store in Morristown. I needed a variance for that. So I worked on getting a variance. And that was only my second store, I didn't even realize I needed a permit for a sign. so I remember when we were going through the variance proceeding, one of the town people said to me, we noticed there's no permit for a sign here. I says, oh. And I had a sign all made up. I didn't put it up yet, but I had a sign all made up. I said, oh, I didn't know. I says, well, I'll put it in, which, takes a month or two, when you're dealing with the government. So I had no sign when I opened up, but I did have a sign because I picked up in Garfield, New Jersey. I actually had the arcade store. I bought a case of Shaquille O'Neal, who was my favorite player, and Michael Jordan I liked. But Shaquille O'Neal, who was my favorite player, I bought a case of stand-ups. It was a Pepsi, I believe it was a Pepsi advertisement. So it was a case of stand-ups. And they were life-size. So that was great. So what I did was I took one of those, I pinned it on the front of the store. I tied it up to the front of the store, standing up so it wouldn't blow away. And I put open now or something like that, right? Somewhere I got pictures of it. So that was my first sign. It actually sat out there for like 2 months. I eventually brought him in to the store. And if you look at some of the old videos, way back, he's one of my co-stars. He was in the background all the time for a lot of my early videos. You're talking at least 10, 12 years ago. So, and then when we went from store to store, he came, because we went from there to Morris Plains, and then we went to Randolph, and that's where he ended up. Although I know in the warehouse I got a couple left, because over the years I sold a couple because people seen it and wanted it. I said, well, you ain't getting that one. That one's got history on it. So, but what happened was I didn't realize that when I sold the store a year or so ago, that the new owner within 3 days was going to clean 75% of my stuff out of the store. Well, at least 50%. And the shack went. And I don't know where it went. Nobody knows where it went. He had 2 or 3 guys come in. I'll be nice. Friends of his, but in my opinion, hobos. I'll be nice and say hobos. Not that I'm downgrading hobos. And the stuff that's disappeared. And some of it was valuable, So I lost the original one. But I know I have a couple in the warehouse, so I don't feel too bad. What are you going to do? So that was the first sign. Then we got our permit. We put this regular sign up. All right. Fast forward. 6 years later, we opened the store in Morris Plains, when we still had the store in Morristown because the leases overlapped. So that was a challenge. It was a 2-building store. We had a smaller store here, and there was a bigger store on this side. And there was a driveway right along the building to go into the back, where there wasn't a big parking lot, but it was at least a 9-car parking lot that the 2 stores shared. So I wanted a sign, So I figured one of these stand-up signs that you put your thing, so people coming and going can see it. And I figured right on the edge of the property. Well, the neighbor next door went crazy because that was going to be more towards his driveway. And he was actually, at the time, well, now he's the judge in town. He's still the judge. Nice guy. I got along with him, but he had problems with my sign. And he went up there and complained because he says, well, that's going to make people think that's they're going to pull in my driveway. Yeah, all right. Well, maybe they'll pull in, but then they'll pull out when they figure that you're a lawyer. He was a lawyer. It's not looking for a lawyer, looking for a card shop. So, but anyway, so the town proposed, the engineer, that we were going to put it right at the mouth of our driveway. So here's the building, right on the edge of the building sticking out from the driveway. Now, the edge of the building was only like 15 feet to the sidewalk, maybe. And I said, well, that's dangerous. I said, because now we got like a 4 or 5 foot sign. I think it was about 4 or 5 foot. And that's less reaction time because you're not going to see because the sign is right on the edge of the driveway. And I said, that's dangerous. And I had words with the engineer, of course, and it's hard to fight town hall, but I did have a friend in town hall. So I called up the friend, and he came down, and he agreed. He says, that's totally ridiculous. And we had like a middle of the road place where you put it. It was sort of in front of the store, so it was sort of blocking the window, but I didn't care. As long as they saw the sign, they saw us. So that's what I did there. So it was a compromise, you know. So, I mean, this is pretty good experience talking that I have experience with signs. Sometimes compromise is the only way to go. Because when you're dealing with government, it's tough. It's amazing what obstacles they put in front of businesses. It's almost like they don't want businesses, you know, sometimes. But there are obstacles. You just don't open a store. That's almost impossible. There's always things going on. The town wants some money, besides other things. So anyway, then we go to the other side, right? And that was the bigger store. And I had been waiting for that. That was empty a lot of times over the course, because we were there 18 years. We only got the big store the last 6. So 12 years I'm in the smaller store. I kept looking because in the 12 years we were in the smaller store, he had at least 3 tenants. And he was empty more than he was full. And he wouldn't give me the big side. I don't know why, you know. But eventually he did. So we got in there, and then the small side was empty for like a year and a half at least. And then somebody came in there, and my thing wasn't in front of the window, but it was right on the edge of the window. So it's in between my store and their store, the sign. And I'm already there 13 years at least, right? And the landlord comes to me and says, "You got to move that sign." I said, "Where am I going to move it to?" He goes, "Oh, they say it's blocking their window." I says, "Oh, come on now." I says, "It's right on the main drag. Everybody sees it, you know." "No, you got to move it." So then, and I had already gotten a variance for the new store, which is next door, but I still got to get a variance. And I got approval for the sign. What I didn't know was, I think the town inspector, or whatever they called him, the building inspector, I knew him, but he was really good friends with the landlord. So he comes over with the landlord, and he says, "Oh, yeah, you got to move that sign." I said, "What am I going to move it to?" "Oh, you got to move it." Right? Well, first of all, I really don't want to move it. Second of all, I got to pay to move it now? I mean, it's expensive. You approved me for the sign, and now you don't want it. So I had a little problem with that. And it's funny, my father was still alive at this point. My father was a very nice guy, a very wise old Italian guy. So I didn't notice. He was sitting inside the store listening to the whole conversation right outside the window. And in the middle of the heated battle, he called me in, and he goes, "Listen," he goes, "just move it a little bit. Don't worry about it, you know." He says, "But tell him he's got to pay at least half." Right? He was the Solomon of the business, right? So I went back out there, and I said, "Okay, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll move it to here," which was I don't know, 6 feet more, because I had two or three big windows. I had a bigger store. So I said, "All right, I'll put it in between one of my other windows, and but you got to pay at least half." All right, so that's what we did, and that got solved. And that was it. We moved out eventually. You know, we were there 18 years, and then it's funny. We go up to Randolph on Route 10. All right, it's a pretty busy highway. So we go up to Route 10, and more variances and this and that, you know. And then there's the sign. Well, they had a thing where the sign could only, and this happens to a lot of towns, the sign can only take up a certain percentage of your window space. All right. So I saw it, and I think it was about 25%. That's all right. So I made a sign. Maybe I went overboard a little bit, you know. And we had a nice, big lit up sign that was going to go up. And it did go up, because here's what happens. The guy comes over to inspect, and I give him the plans for the sign. You know, you don't put it up not an expensive sign like that, because it was an expensive sign. I think that sign cost us like five grand or something. So I said, and this is, before the inflation. This is now, what, 6 years ago? So I showed him the plan, this and that, and he goes, well, I don't know. That takes a little bit more than 25% up. I said, well, it's very close. I said, it's very close. I said, I know might have went over a little, but it's a really nice looking sign. And, we're on Route 10, but we're sort of off the highway, not too much off, but, luckily we were the first store in the mall, so it was pretty visible. So he says to me, this is funny, he says to me, we have very high standards here in Randolph, so I don't know. Well, next to the mall, and it's way down, it's not that close to my store, but it's way down, is a X-rated store with a peep show thing. That's been there forever. The place has been there for 30 years minimum, right? Everybody knows about it, but it's a X-rated, like, whatever, book and movie store. We'll call it that, right? So he tells me we have very high standards in Randolph. And I just had to say it. I says, oh, is that why you got that X-rated store right over there? And you can see it. It's right there. Oh, that was in a long time ago. I said, well, I'm just saying. So he goes, okay, listen, don't worry about it. As long as you don't go any bigger, that's okay. That's all right. So I got it. And that's pretty much a short history of the signs, which is sometimes an issue, just to let you know if you open a business. You won't be stupid like me in the beginning. But anyway, and that's our card shop story. It's a little bit off, but, it's a little bit history of the store. So that's something. All right, we're going to do the box break now. Watch out. I got my coffee. All right. So we got a 2021 Panini Contender. I like this stuff. And you find a one autograph for a rookie ticket variation. Usually it's the rookie ticket variation, but you never know. 5 stunning inserts. Oh, I'm excited. Watch out. It's got 6 packs per box, 7 cards per pack. So let's try it. Let's see. So I got a generic cutter here because my Panini cutter is still inside with all the kitchen table box break stuff.